I don't think there's anything harder than finding a liberal boyfriend. Where is he? Where is he? Who of my people? Are you guys having liberal boyfriends? Who has a liberal boyfriend? Raise your hand. Where'd you find him? It's such a problem for me. It really is. It really is a problem. And if you don't understand why it's a problem, then you just don't get it. Not even a liberal, like, maybe like a Democrat, like a registered Democrat. I just want to find a dude that voted for Kamala Harris. I'm really struggling. I know 70 million people voted for her, so there's got to be one that is attractive and my type and in the general vicinity of me.
She's on camera like she's putting out an Amber Alert for a missing boyfriend, except her criteria isn't kind, loyal, trustworthy. It's an attractive liberal who is registered. This isn't a dating profile, it's a political scavenger hunt. She's not even asking where the good men are. She's out here filtering for party affiliation like she's swiping through Tinder at a campaign rally. It's like she thinks relationships are built on matching ballots instead of matching values that actually matter day to day. Meanwhile, the attractive liberal dream guy she's describing is probably too busy in a group chat arguing about climate policy to even notice she exists. She's basically standing in the dating aisle at Target, refusing to buy anything unless it comes in her exact shade of politics, then wondering why the shelves are empty. So this post went viral, and the caption says, "Thinking it's true love because he didn't make you sign a prenup." Then in the next caption, the lawyer tells her, "So you are not going to get anything." There were several comments under this video, the men backing up the ex-husband and the women telling her to get a new lawyer, and also telling her to sue him for emotional damage, distress, and neglect. One of the comments says they put everything in a business, LLC, or irrevocable trust to their kids. Spouses don't get half of those, only personal assets acquired during the marriage. Prenups always, ladies. Negotiate your payout up front. Another comment says, "What did we expect? He's like 70 marrying a 23. He is a P." So this lady saw a shortcut to the finish line, thought she was marrying a retirement plan with a pulse. Few years of playing trophy wife, and she figured she'd walk away set for life. Except the man was smarter than she thought. Everything was in a trust. The truth is, she didn't marry a man, she tried to marry a pension fund. And the pension fund said, access denied. That's why she's bitter, not because the marriage ended, but because the retirement plan expired before it matured.
Can anyone else relate to dating in your 50s? Is so terrible and confusing. I saw a guy on TikTok post how he always contradicts himself, and I started laughing because I said, that is so me. I mean, I am emotionally available, but yet I'm not emotionally available. I feel like I'm independent, but yet I'm codependent. I am not a needy person, but yet I am a needy person, meaning I need attention, but I don't want you to smother me. I want a relationship, but yet I enjoy being single. I want somebody to spend time with, but I don't want to spend all my time with you. So I don't know. Does anyone else have this issue, or is it just me?
Dating in her 50s is a disaster because she treats relationships like a buffet, piles everything on the plate, then complains it's too much food. She wants the comfort of a man without the commitment, the attention without the responsibility, and the freedom without the loneliness. It's not that men are confused, it's that no man alive is going to win a game where the rules change every 5 minutes. This isn't dating, it's emotional hot yoga, exhausting, sweaty, and somehow still going nowhere. This woman doesn't need a partner. She needs a Formula One pit crew on standby, ready to fuel her up, change the tires, and get out of the way before she swerves again. Dating her isn't love. It's a part-time job with no benefits and constant overtime.
If you're a man in your 30s and you're single and you live in New York or San Francisco, please stay. Everyone else can swipe up. Great, now that I have the attention of the people that I need, I have a question for you. So we are in our 30s. See, there's a group of us. We're all single. I would say all my friends are pretty much like 9 out of 10. Great in all sorts of ways. Hot, stunning, beautiful, great personality, and great jobs. But single as a Pringle. And a lot of us think that the men in New York are just exponentially better. But then on TikTok, it's like New York men are equally as bad as SF men. But here's the problem with men. They feel really one note. Everyone is a software engineer. Everyone's in tech. Everyone's like quite vanilla. They don't really have high or any EQ. And like the conversations just feel like I am going to pluck my eyeballs out. It's either like these men want to get married tomorrow or like don't know how to date. And it's just like, well, where's the normal people? The normal men. So I know I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments, but I am curious. Are the men in New York better? Is this true? And if so, what are the pros and cons of dating in either of those cities? It's just been unsuccessful, for lack of better words. It's been a minus out here. And as someone who's lived in many cities, I lived in Boston, Chicago, Kansas City, LA, I feel like there should be like the biggest, highest percentage of success in SF. But it's been the opposite. So tell me more.
Here we go again, another self-proclaimed 9 who swears her friend group is the Avengers of the dating market. All of them gorgeous, successful, great personalities, which is funny because if you actually had great personalities, you wouldn't all be single at the same time, like it's some kind of group project. She's sitting there baffled, wondering where all the normal men are, as if the problem is that every guy in his 30s is either trying to wife her up instantly or avoiding her like jury duty. No, the problem isn't the men's EQ. It's that by the time you're in your 30s, most normal guys have already made their pick. They have already been drafted, signed their contracts, and are happily building families. The ones still out there are either not looking, or they're smart enough to dodge a friend group that treats dating like reality TV, full of drama, auditions, and no happy endings.
Ladies in your 40s and 50s, we need to talk about dating when you're single. Please tell me that you've looked at dating apps. And you're going to know what I'm talking about. You're going to have 2 options in your dating apps. Because you're in that age range of either being a MILF or cougar, whatever you want to call it. You're going to get hit on and by a lot of men that look like they could date your mom. Like your mom would probably go out with them. You're like, why is this old motherfucker trying to talk to me? And then you see he's 2 years younger than you. What? Or the second option that is going to happen is, hey, that's a really attractive guy. And you see the age. He's the same age as your son. And you know that just doesn't sit right. So do you know where the happy medium comes in? You know what ends up happening? You just get off the dating apps and sit back, get yourself something to drink, watch something on Netflix, buy some plants, reevaluate your life, tell yourself it's okay to be single.
Dating Apps in Her 50s is a comedy special she doesn't realize she's headlining. The normal guys, age-appropriate, stable, probably the only ones willing to build something real, get clowned because they've got a dad bod and a few laugh lines. She's out here acting like they should be dating her mom, even when they're literally younger than her. Then the younger guys only want to treat her like a weekend rental, smash, dash, and vanish like a free trial with no renewal. And here's the plot twist. Fast forward a few years, and she'll be back online with a glass of wine, crying into the front camera asking, "Where have all the good men gone?" Ma'am, they were right there in your inbox, but you were too busy roasting them for not having six-packs. You sent the husband material packing and rolled out the red carpet for the hit and run crew. Now you're acting shocked when the credits roll and the cast list is empty.